Hello, class of 2027. This is Mr. Castañeda, Assistant Principal of Curriculum, Instruction, and Guidance. I am super excited to be here with you today to share information regarding the 2022-2023 school year and to walk you through on filling out your course registration form. Next year is an exciting year. It's 8th grade. You are preparing for high school. And right now, I know that you are getting ready for the end of the school year and you're just thinking about the end of 7th grade, but it's important to plan ahead and be ready for that 8th grade year. 8th grade is very important. It's basically your preparation for high school. And we want to make sure that you are as successful as possible so that you are prepared and ready to go so that you can hit the ground running in high school as a 9th grader. So we're going to give you your registration forms in a bit. Your history teacher will be giving those to you. And then I will show you or walk you through how to fill out the form. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to your counselor, Ms. Lopez, via email, and she'll be able to answer any of your questions. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. 7th graders, it's really important that you pay attention to all of the information we're talking about because all of this information is helpful for next school year and then also for high school. I'm going to be walking through some of these slides that has information that maybe right now is not applicable to you, but later on in high school, you're going to be able to see and be able to utilize the 8-period block schedule to its full extent. So, you may have heard that Bellflower Middle and High School is moving to an 8-period block schedule for the 22-23 school year, and that is correct. The 8-period block schedule has many benefits for students. It gives students greater flexibility and more options in selecting their courses. It also continues to offer students fewer classes each school day to focus on for study, so 3 or 4 classes a day instead of the 6 that we would normally have in a traditional schedule. The 8-period block schedule also incorporates embedded academic support for students during each class period, similar to what we offer now. And then for high school, student athletes would have athletics during periods 7th and 8th and could have an additional class. Also for high school, students have the possibility of recovering credits during the school day. So if a student doesn't pass their classes, they are able to take that class over again and be able to do it during the school day. Now for middle school, students who are in ELD, AVID, ASB, or yearbook, so in those specialized programs, they will be able to participate in an additional elective such as world language to get ahead. And then for all students, class sizes will be smaller, which helps provide a better learning environment for all. So what does the 8-period block schedule do for students? Students would be required to take their 6 classes in 7th through 11th grade and 5 classes in 12th grade, just like now. So nothing changes. So next year as an 8th grader, you will be taking 6 classes just like you are now. Now, just like I mentioned a little bit ago, if you are in a specialized program, you will have the option to take an extra elective if you would like. For some of you, you want to take advantage of that opportunity, especially if you're in the ELD program where you are limited to only taking ELD as your one elective. Now you're able to take an extra elective so that way, you can enjoy your school day a little bit better and explore other options. Or say you're involved in a specialized program like AVID, ASB, or yearbook, you're doing a community service to your school by participating in those electives, but sometimes you want to take an additional elective like world language to get ahead. And so now you're able to do that. In general, high school students, they will have the option, just so that you're aware of what the 8-period block schedule does. High school students are going to have the option of extending their day and adding classes to their schedule to be college and career ready upon graduation. So students will be able to complete their A through G college requirements, which are basically the requirements to get into a 4-year college or university. So students who are gearing to apply for a UC school like UCLA, UC Berkeley, UC Riverside, UC Santa Barbara, or a Cal State University like Cal State Long Beach, Cal State Fullerton, Cal State LA, Cal Poly Pomona. All of those schools require students to complete the A through G college requirements. And so The 8-period block schedule really allows high school students to do that. And even middle school students, world language, if you take world language in middle school, that actually counts for your A through G college requirements. So you are getting ahead, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. In high school, we have several CTE pathways, career technical education pathways. At the middle school, you have electives right now that are gearing you and preparing you for those CTE pathways. And so high school students will be able to take and complete those pathways. And then, high school students will also be able to enroll in visual art and performing arts classes and enroll in world language classes, again, which are part of those A through G college requirements. Now, middle school students only taking 6 classes will be starting at 8:30 a.m., just like now, and attending classes during periods 1 through 6 and leaving earlier, approximately around 2 p.m. Now, middle school students taking an extra elective will be starting at 8:30 and attending classes during periods 1 through 7, and then leaving at 3:36 on some days, and then leaving early on other days. So what is the difference between 6-period block schedule and 8-period block schedule? Here you can see an example of the block schedule. You'll notice that we will no longer have pride time. We got rid of pride time in order to add this 7th and 8th period option. Class periods will be 92 minutes long, which basically they're shorter than they are now. Currently, classes are 103 minutes long. So we shaved some of that time off to be able to create that 7th and 8th period. We will have separate lunch times for middle school and high school, just the way we used to have in the past. And then embedded academic support will take place during the end of each block period to be able to provide that support during your classes and get you the help that you need so that way you're successful in your classes. And then class sizes will be smaller, which helps provide a better learning environment for students. So you'll notice again on this schedule, for those students that are attending, that are only taking their 6 classes, they will be in school from 8:30 to 2 p.m. And then if you're just taking, if you're taking the additional elective, you will be attending from 8:30 to 3:36 on some days, and then on some days you are attending from 8:30 to 2 p.m. So really there's flexibility and options for the middle school. So now the fun part, how to fill out the course registration form. It's really easy. Now you're going to select the 6 classes that you plan to take in 8th grade, just like now. You are required to take an English class, a US History 8 class, a math class, a science class, a PE, and an elective. You are going to be selecting 4 electives in the order of preference, just in case. And the reason why we have you select 4, we'll talk about that in a second, is just in case your first option is not available, then we put you in your second, third, or fourth option. So you'll see an example here on the screen. You are either going to be taking, it's pretty simple, either the regular English, or if you want to take advanced English, you do need to make sure that you get English, your English teacher signature. You are taking either US History 8 or Advanced US History. Again, if you're planning on taking Advanced US History, you need to get your History 7 teacher signature. Science 8 or Advanced Science 8. And again, if you want to take that Advanced Science 8, you need to get your science teacher signature and recommendation. You will be taking either Math 8, or for those of you that are ready, you will be moving on to IM1, which is the advanced math class, and that actually counts for high school credit. So if you are going to be taking IM1, then you need to get your math teacher signature. And then you will be taking PE. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward there. Now for your electives, just as I mentioned earlier, you're going to be selecting 4 electives and you're going to list them in the preference table located on the form. So there you can see 4 choices, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you can see all of the choices that we have. The semester long electives, you are going to choose the ones that you want to take, and then you will be placed in those electives. We also have year-long electives. We have the option of Spanish 1 or French 1. So if you want to take your world language, again, those count for high school credit. So just keep in mind that that is a high school level course, but you are able to take care of that requirement now and get ahead and get that A through G requirement out of the way. You will need to have at least a C or above in both semesters of English during 7th grade in order to be in one of those world language classes, but it's always a great option. And then there's also robotics and modeling, guitar, beginning band, choir, chorus, all of those options. Those semester-long electives, I forgot to mention them, but we have music appreciation, art 7-8, home arts, woodshop fundamentals, graphic arts, theater arts, and intro to stage production technology. And then those year-long electives, we have several options here. So we have AVID 8, we have junior vocal ensemble, banner flag, intermediate band, ASB leadership, middle school yearbook. If you are interested in one of those classes, you may have to submit an application or an audition, but don't let that discourage you. Get involved. Make sure that you take advantage of these opportunities. And then lastly, again, if you are in the ELD program, ASB, AVID, or yearbook, you plan on taking those electives, please indicate whether you would like to participate in an extended day, taking that 7th class. Again, the possible option would be that world language to get ahead and get that high school credit. So you're going to let us know on the form, and then you're going to sign and get a parent signature. So as you can see, pretty simple and straightforward. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to your counselor, Ms. Lopez. Your world history teacher will be able to give you her email, and that way you can get in contact with her. Just make sure that you circle which classes you're going to take. If you plan on taking any advanced courses, that you get teacher signatures as their recommendation for that advanced class, and then that you select your 4 electives in the order of preference. So we can't wait to get all of your course registration forms and get you ready to go for the 8th grade. See you around.